Do you ever feel like you're meant for more? It's because you are. That feeling inside that you get that's telling you that maybe you can do more than the job you're in, you can do more than the school you're in, you can do more than where you live, what everyone else has told you you can do, who you can be. It's because you can be more. And that feeling, that is the secret code inside of you, reminding you deep in your soul, deep in your heart, that same way you used to believe when you were a child, when you were a little one and you thought, man, I could be anything. You can be anything, but you have to start. You have to start, and starting means believing. No more procrastinating, no more waiting, no more planning, no more thinking about it, and definitely no more telling anyone else what you're gonna do. There's this guy, Goethe, and he said, anything you can do or dream you can do, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. My mother had this hanging over our couch when I was a little boy living in a studio apartment in New York City. We had no money. We had nothing, not 2 pennies to rub together. But I remember I looked at that all day and all night, and I would think all day, what does that mean? What does that mean? And then one day I just started pursuing it. I started trying. I started skateboarding when I learned how to skateboard, and then I fell in love with skateboarding. I started painting, I started poetry, and all these things that really wasn't supposed to do in the area and the era that I came up from, the people I came up from. As a result, I left everyone behind, became a whole different man, and found my true self, found an inner self. And I found that I struggled with this my entire life. Back when I was in the military, I was pretty good at my job, but I was also really good at throwing parties in the dorm. And I had all kinds of friends, and we were always having different adventures and parties and stuff, until one day my sergeant pulled me to the side and he said to me, he says, man, Horgan, you really, you seem to have it all figured out. You've got, a bunch of friends, you do okay at work, you get fairly good ratings. And he said, but, I wonder who you would be and what you would be if you applied yourself fully. You're kind of like a good guy right now, but maybe you're a superhero. And I thought, you know what? He's right. Here I thought I'm kind of living my best life, but the truth is, I wasn't really applying myself. I kind of been escaping applying myself. And it made me realize I'm gonna do it. And so I started going to school at night. I finished 4 degrees in 3 years while working in the military full time. And I realized that I'm not defined by the people I come from. I'm not defined by the area I come from. What I'm defined by is my own belief in myself and my actions. And that's my message to you too. And I mention this because after I posted my last video about business plans and business planning and saying there's a way to shortcut it by just kind of figuring it out. I'll leave that link at the end of this video if you're curious about that video. Someone mentioned to me, they said, yeah, man, but I really like the planning stage. And in talking to this guy, I realized he's been spending years in the planning stage. He hasn't launched any of his ideas, and he has a lot of great ideas. I love talking to him about ideas, but it also sort of breaks my heart in the fact that he's never actually taken the leap. And he's always got another reason, something he's waiting for when he saves enough money, or when the situation's right at work, or when his kids grow up to a certain age. And don't find yourself at 50, 60, 70 years old looking back and having all this regret for what you could have done. You'll find through life that you end up regretting the things that you don't do so much more than the things that you do. So make mistakes, learn. These mistakes will become part of your epic come-up story. These mistakes will be what defines you, what you learn from. And it's not any kind of weakness to make mistake. For some reason, we've got it all in our mind that we can't make any kind of mistakes. And as Goethe said, be bold, do more. If you dream it, you can do it. In fact, in a way, if you dream it, you almost have an obligation to do it, because that dream is your signal that you're meant for more. So if you get this feeling like you can do more, like you could be more, it's because you are more. You're just not allowing yourself to do it. So lean in and do it. Goethe also said this other really cool quote that I think goes hand in hand with that one. He says, knowing is not enough. We must also apply. Willing is not enough. We must also do. And so if you feel like you're meant for more, I urge you, take that leap, do that thing, start that book, start that project. Even if you're overwhelmed and you don't have time, do one little step a day, write one page a day, launch one business, write one line of code, write one line to your song, whatever it is that you have to offer this world. This world is waiting for you. We're waiting for you. I can't wait to see what you build. I can't wait. Put in the comments. I will support you any way I can. I can't wait to see what you come up with. And I guess the parting message here is that if you're feeling overwhelmed and stressed, and we've all gotten there, we've all been there. If you're feeling overwhelmed and stressed out, it's not because of the life you're living, it's because of the life you aren't.